Hello, leader. Welcome to How to Lead in 15 with me, Sue Naughton-Marsh. I am here to help you elevate your leadership skills in just 15 minutes a day. Yes, I really want to help you shine in the spotlight without burning out and without having to read a ton of books because I'm reading them all for you. So today, this is part 4 of my top strategic mindset habits. So in part 1, you might remember, if you haven't, go and look at it. In part 1, we talked about having a curious mindset and asking lots of questions. In part 2, we looked at how to have a head for data. In part 3, we looked at trend watching, so thinking about the next 12 months. And now this is part 4, horizon scanning. Now, what's horizon scanning? Well, horizon scanning is thinking about what's happening in your industry for up to the next 30 years. Now, that can be quite a leap for some people. So just think about for the next 7 years to start with. So today we're in 2023. So think about what's happening in your industry and what you think might be happening by the time you get to 2030. What will the landscape look like? What will the world of work look like? What will your business look like? How will people be working? So if you just think about the next 5 to 7 years as a starting point, because there are lots of people who are brilliant at predicting the future. You know, think Bill Gates, think Steve Jobs, think Kraftwerk, that electronica band when they wrote Computer Love in the 70s. They seem to know that we will be able to meet over the internet. Internet wasn't even then. Amazing. So some people are really good at it. The rest of us mortals have to practice it. Okay. So how do you horizon scan? How do you do that? So you're going to have to think about data from within your business based on whatever area of the world you're working in. What's happening within my business? But what's happening globally? So you're going to have to start thinking about global events, supply chain, what sort of products, things like the environment. Are we able to create the same products with the same materials? Are things going to cost more? What's happening globally? And you can do that by paying more attention to outside of your business, whether there are thought leaders, and you can find them on the internet, whether there are articles, newsletters you can sign up to. Really start tuning into your industry to start with on a global scale, what's happening around you. There might be people who are also in your industry, but further ahead than you. So really tune into them. They might do a podcast, they might do interviews. So start signing up and subscribing to some of those thought pieces that will help you to tap into what's going on globally and all those brilliant people who are collecting data and watching for trends that will be able to help inform what's happening. And this is particularly important if you are at the very top of your business. You're going to need to be thinking, well, what direction are we going in? Especially if you're getting to a point where you need to rewrite your strategy and think about your long-term plans. It's going to be really useful to you to watch what's going on and where you're going to be. And sometimes that can be really hard. And I'm going to be talking in another video about motivating teams and how we need to keep an eye on what's happening in the next, certainly for the next 7 years to 2030. I predict that there are going to be quite a lot of problems for senior leaders in terms of motivating people if we don't pay attention to what's going on right now. So tune into that one. Okay, but for today and for the next 15 days, I really want you to step into what's happening at the world at large. Who can I find out that's got good thought, intelligence around what's happening in my industry and related industries? Really step outside of your business, outside of your team, and then bring those thought pieces back. Bring it to your next leadership team meeting. Bring information back to people and watch how your influence starts to improve. Your presence starts to evolve, and people may come up to you at the end and say, that was really interesting what you said. I'd not thought about that. How did you find that out? And you'll feel good about it, and it'll make you want to do it again. And then when you get together with the teams maybe that you manage below you, you can do the same thing, and you can watch how people their mind starts to open and they feel that they can start contributing insights. And that builds greater connectivity with your teams as well. So if for no other reason than to build your personal presence and your influence and to have more dynamic meetings, you really want to start thinking about horizon scanning. But just start with the next 5 to 7 years. What will the world of work look like for you in 2030? And please let me know what you think you're going to be doing in the comments. I love to hear your insights, because this is how we help one another, by sharing insights. That's it then. Those are your 4: asking questions, mining for data, trend watching, and horizon scanning. Those are your 4 strategic mindset skills. Let me know how you're getting on, and I'll see you in the next session. Have a great day.